So with Dread Hollow, I made the mistake of wearing colored contacts with my costume. I was blind for a good chunk of the time. I eventually just had to take them out because I couldn't see and I was clinging on to my friend the entire time.
So the way I understand it is that Dread Hollow is a haunted house with, see, this year there were 3 distinct stories in it. It was quite, in my experience, having gone to one haunted house in my life, that being Dread Hollows, I would say that it's quite a fun experience.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot scarier than what they used to do. It used to be very, very tame compared to what was going on this year.
Like, I'm pretty sure that the actual building was like a supermarket that they changed to be a haunted house, so that was really interesting.
They had veterans when it came to the scare actors. I could tell a couple of them had been doing this for a hot minute because they knew the limits, but at the same time they pushed it just far enough.
They do everything that a good horror experience should do. The acting was great, the makeup was great, the atmosphere was wonderful. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm actually a costume maker myself, and back when I used to do this as a volunteer, here's the thing about scare actors. You have to do all of it yourself. Your makeup, your costume, you are not sponsored. So you have to learn how to wig style, do the makeup. So basically in under a week, because you are chosen, you have your script, and almost all of it's ad-libbed. You have no opportunity, hence why if you go one night, a scare actor might grab your ankle, but another night they'll jump out at you with a chainsaw. It's different every single time. I've just always enjoyed Halloween, and in high school I found out about anime and cosplay, which naturally they kind of bleed into each other with cosplay. But it wasn't until I went to a convention where I saw some people who were actually a part of a haunted attraction but enjoyed both the hobby and the scary lifestyle that I really understood just how truly they both intersected. Ruby Falls itself is very famous in the Chattanooga area. In fact, if you drive out over 100 miles to like Atlanta or in the opposite direction, you will see signs advertising Ruby Falls. Dread Hollow is just a section of that only ever appears around New Year's and Halloween. So being a local, I'm naturally very much a part of that. So when I found out that, hey, this place does scare acting, not only do they do scare acting, but there is a story behind what they do, and it's a lot more intricate than you just go in, get scared, leave. There's actually something to follow, so not only do you have to be more attentive, but you're also more invested at the same time, which allows you to get scared easier. It's just super interesting.
Dread Hollow attracts evil. So each different haunt every year, you're just visiting a different part of Dread Hollow. Like this year's the Crane Toy Factory and the Harley Farm, and then the back streets of Dread Hollow. Next year it'll be different areas in Dread Hollow that you visit with different stories behind them.
And where is the real Dread Hollow?
That's all made up.
It's all made up? Okay, just the myth of Dread Hollow?
Yep.
And so what was your costume this year?
Denji from Chainsaw Man. Specifically just him in his normal outfit. I was covered in blood and I had my little stuffed animal with me, which was utilized for hugging for a good majority, where I wasn't grasping on my friend's arm.
And did you make that costume yourself?
I altered the pants and the shirt heavily. The blood splatter on the shirt is accurate to like what it would look like if I actually had a chainsaw wound. So I did make that part.
Very nice. And where do you go to like get stuff to make your costumes?
Literally anywhere. Goodwill, thrift stores are my main space. You can go online, MIC Costumes is a good place. Or you can be stubborn like I am and go to Joann's and buy fabric and make it yourself and put yourself through a nightmare.
Do you think you could see yourself doing something like that as a career one day?
It's a competitive industry. But who knows where I'm going. For all I know, I could break out and eventually start working in the movies.